www. What does it mean? When you hear the word www, what comes into your mind? www is the World Wide Web. Get my point? And basically, World Wide Web consists of web pages. What? Let me get World Wide Web consists of web pages. So a web pages is a page that contains what? The web page. What is the web page? A web page is simply a page that consists of text, images, and other things, but that you, what makes it a web page that is hyperlinked? Okay. It is hyperlinked. That's why it's called a web page. The web is popular for a couple of things. It eases just searching, it eases to create hyper documents, and things of that kind. So, basically today, I want us to see, I want to begin with what is a web made of. What is a web made of? What is a web made of? What is a web made of? Yeah, because we are in internet. Not so. So what is the web made of? Web. Okay. What makes a web for you to use the web? First of all, it consists of a PC. That PC is the one you use to access the information and other documents. It consists of a web browser. You can't use a web without a web browser. You get it? It consists of a server that hosts the information. You get it? And it consists of routers and switches that provide internet. You get it? You get? So I want. So basically, these are the main components that consist of a web. One, we say a PC. 2, 3, 4. Routers or switches. They have, what do they do? Those routers and switches. The router provides internet. Does the router provide internet? So this one, they just direct the flow of data. You get my point?
Yes.
They direct the flow of what?
Flow of data.
They direct the flow of data. So I want us to see how does the web works. Because you that is studying graphics or other things, you that is studying the software, whatever, you that is studying the application or development software, you all need the internet. You have to know how does, because the internet is the foundation, the custodian of our business. You have to know how I can market my thing. That's why we go into the things. So I have to know. You are the person that studied in IT. How does the web works? You say www. How does it work? You should know that web pages are stored on web server. When I say server, you know what it means. The server is something that hosts data. You get it? You get it? Where data is stored, that data you access is the web, is the server. Now, under website, we use web server. You can be with an institution. Now here, we have where we keep all our data. Our customers, our clients, our what. We have where we keep all their data. You get my point? You get my point? So, under this, web pages are stored in the web server. You can't find a web page in an offline server. Okay. When you enter the uniform resource locator, URL, it is the uniform
Resource locator.
Now, this one is the one that locates the information. I need to know about senior computer. Our uniform resource locator is AC International. Senior Computer Services International.org. This is a domain. So this one is our locator. When you put this, it gives you all information about us. All. You get all information about. Or when you enter the website in short form, in your web browser. You get. Or when you click a link, a request is sent to a server, and then a server gives a response. You get it? So the server transmits the web page data to your computer, and your web browser displays on your screen. You get my point? When are you with? So let me explain it again. The people, all we people that are using website, we use what we call, all the people that are using internet, we use what we call the web. Not so. All the www, World Wide Web. These are the things that we use to access information over. Here we access websites, we access lessons, we access so many things. You understand? Now, how does this work? You have to know how does it work, so that you not just use it, but you have to know how does it work. You get it? It has a schedule, it has a protocol which it follows. As you can't come here when you are naked, so even this one, it can't just work from, you have to know. You wake up, you bathe, wash. With the men, basically, when we wake up, we just wash our face, and then we put on clothes. And yes, young boys, then we sometimes. So you find that you have a schedule you have to follow. Every day you have to wash your face. For that I'm sure. Then you put on clothes. vest is first. I can't put vest outside. You get it? Under dressing, the thing that you are pressed inside, they are pressed inside. It's a protocol. I can't come here unless I'm mentally disturbed when the vest is outside. You get it? Even if I'm so tired to remember, but I can't forget that. You get it? Now, what you should know, that all the information you need, all the web pages are stored in a web server. Are stored in a web server. You get it? Are stored in there. Now this information is accessed by you when you click on, when you put a uniform resource locator, or when you click any hyperlink, or when you type a website. So when you type it, a request is sent. Request that information that I need to know what happened to Anita Mo. So that information, what happened to Honorable Anita Mo, it is sent to a web server. Now that web server gets that information. It can be from Pocket, it can be from NTV, it can be from. So that information is sent to you using a web browser. And then it is displayed on your computer screen. On your computer screen. That's how the web works. You should know that all the information is stored in the web server. When it's stored there, stored in the web server. So when you type in that resource locator, URL, uniform resource locator, the information is sent to that request to the web server. Because this one is what stores these web pages. Because we are able to access information on the web through web pages. So that request, when that server looks for that particular information you want, that information is sent to a web browser. Then web browser display that information on your computer, on a web browser, on your computer screen. And that first page that is displayed is called a home page. It's called a home page. That's the first page that is displayed. And then for you are able to navigate various pages. Do you have any question concerning that? Do you have any question concerning that? The website I said what is the website? A different pages, web pages connected together. Okay. So I want us also to see how do we access the internet. I have told you how the web works. I told you about the websites, the different technologies in the internet and whatever. But we haven't seen how does the internet works. You should not be the person that just see. Stay connected. Try to know how does it work. You get my point? How does it work? How do you access internet? Do you think internet is just from there? When I buy data, it just works? Do you know what can hinder internet to work on a particular device? Do you know that? You don't know. So, you should have the following devices in order, the following things in order the internet to work. We have what we call networker. It is link in the phone. Beside those things, it is a networker, interface, card. You get my point? You can find this laptop is working well on the internet. This one doesn't work well. What causes that? Like that one is the network interface. That card might have a problem. That one is the one that enables a computer to use the Not all computers are able to use the internet just because of that. Get my point? Then another one, we need what we call ISP. We talked about ISP the other time. What is ISP for?
Internet service provider.
Is internet service internet service provider. You get my point? Is internet service? There is no way. Internet service provider is that entity that gives you the when you buy data, you buy it from either MTN or Airtel, for instance, not so? So Airtel in that case becomes the internet service provider. You need a PC or a phone. PC or a device or a tablet. The thing you should use to access the you get? You need the operating system. Operating system required to configure machines to accept standards of using the internet. You get? Then you need a modem. A modem is a device that converts your computer's digital signals into a format that can be sent. You get it? Like a modem is the one that connects. Okay, it's the one that you use to connect to convert those signals into the because the internet is sent in packets. I'm saying I'm buying 2 GB. GB is not the internet. There is a converter into those 2 GB to internet. You need a browser. A browser is something you are going to use to access the For example, you have internet browser, you have Mozilla, you have Google, you get those are the browsers. You can't use Microsoft Word to access the internet. Not so. So you need a browser. So, give me some of the examples of ISP, internet service providers we have. Airtel. We have Africell went out of Uganda, but it's not close the company. It's providing it in other companies. I never said here in Uganda. We have Vodafone. Vodafone, do you know it? It's in Tanzania. We have UTA. UTA, do you know it? We have Infocom, we have Smile, Safaricom, we have so many. We have online service provider, AOL, MSN, Waudinet, so many. African Online, and so many others. You get it? So, in using internet, have some factors you consider before choosing an internet service provider. what do you consider? I want to use MTN, or I want to use Africell, or I want to use Vodafone, or I want to use Airtel. What are the factors you should consider before using that internet service provider? Price. Factors considered. Consider your budget. I want to use, before using internet service, you first consider your budget. Currently, I want to use Starlink. But are the prices of Starlink favorable to you? You get my point? Are their prices favorable? I want to use MTN. Are their prices, will I afford them? I want to use Africell or Airtel or any other provider. Are their prices affordable by mine? So you have to consider don't use a service provider because the other person has used it, despite of his goodness or badness. First consider your budget. Another one. Access point. You know access point. That one maybe you can consider it in connectivity. Are there a dial-up connectivity is no longer your only option. You get it? So you should choose the speed. Its speed, because I can give you a service when my speed is too low. You get it? So you consider the connectivity option. You get it? Another one. Consider the futures. What services do you have? The futures. I'm giving you 100 Mbps. I'm giving you 50. The uptime is this. I give you this and this. So consider those factors or those futures. You get it? You, the person that he knows about computer, you should not be the same person like the person that is in agriculture. You get it? You should know the futures, that a good internet should have this and this and this and this. You get my point? Am I clear in my points? Another one. Customer or technical support. When I have a challenge, will I be assisted? Is also another fact. We have some telecom companies we know, but even if you face a challenge and you call them, they can't support. They delay, they take you here, they call their phones, they don't pick, you get it. You understand? So that's also a driving factor. A customer support. You get it? Before doing anything, look at the customer. If I have a challenge, will I be assisted? Yes. If I'm assisted, then I will be able to adopt that service provider. You get my point? You get my point? Then the performance. Is that internet performance? Is it favorable? Is it good? Because I can give you internet when now we have these things. We have some service provider, and I'm not attacking anyone, but I heard someone saying, I got a line, but you can use it the first time. When you buy your data. In the first 2 weeks is okay, but the last 2 weeks you face a challenge. You get it? So you have to also to consider the performance. Then you see the budget. I can fit in that budget. Customer care they have. Futures they are good. Connectivity is okay. Then performance. Yes, you have given everything, but is the internet moving well? You get it? Is your internet moving well?
Get my point?
You get it? Is that internet you want to sell? Is it the performance? Is it okay? When I pay higher speed connection, will it be equivalent to that speed I have paid for? Or you tell me to choose, you change this, change this, change this. You get it? Local access numbers in most cities, yeah, you find that I can give you internet, but when it can be, let me say, I give you, but I can't exceed such number of users. You also have to consider that before choosing an internet service provider. You choose the number of the local access numbers. You get availability. When selecting do some checks up and see how long the company has been around. You choose a company you have just opened up. They go into existence for some 2 to 3 years, then they close up. Then you look into struggle from choosing another service provider. So look at that viability. How many years are those people been in existence? Are they consistent? Or they keep on changing like chameleon? Today I'm in this company. The following day we brand another name. The third day we sold to another company. We also look into that. Then PC or marker compatibility. Can my PC connect easily? Can all PCs that we use connect? Or some will fail to connect? You get my point? I have to look into that. Look also in these things that can I advertise over that particular website? There are some internet where you can't advertise. So you have to also look into that. Also look into cancellation policy. Can I terminate? When I terminate, what will happen? Can I do this? You get? When I want to terminate, when I want to suspend, what happens? You have to look into that, those policies. Then you have also to look into upload and download speed. How fast does it take to upload a certain file or download a certain file? You get my point? You have to look also into it. You have to put that into consideration. You get it? So, cost and contract. You have to look into the contract. So you have to ask for some contract or terms of service. Look into their terms and liability. Look also into liability and things like that. So when you consider those factors, at least those factors can easily support you in choosing the appropriate service provided in terms of internet. You get my point?
Yes.
So, let me talk about a browser a little bit. A browser is an app that is used to access pages, always pages online. Because that question is, so you can ask it. I don't know whether no one could ask it, but I thought you can ask that question. What is the web? Okay, we are talking about a browser, but what is a browser? I have mentioned it, not so. Is an application that you use to access web pages. So, I've been mentioned that factor. If you know the factor, now I have known the factor and then I have chosen the appropriate provider. Now those people have given me internet. Not so? Not so? Now you have to look into the services of the internet. Okay. Because you have particular services that are provided by the internet. One, you have the World Wide Web, is the first Internet provides the World Wide Web. It provides the email. You can access your emails over the internet. News group. I don't know some of you whether you are in use news groups. News groups, basically used by media companies. You can access news groups over the internet. You can manage board and discussions that is running. Also, you can access mailing lists, chat rooms, file transfer protocols, like you can transfer files, instant messaging. Some of you nowadays, WhatsApp has become WhatsApp. Whatever. Internet telephony. You can make a search about those issues, whereby by tomorrow, give me details. Video conferencing. This is the first internet. Yes. Video conferencing, chat rooms, newsrooms, mailing lists. You are on your email, you find the email, receiving a particular email you don't know, or a particular email advert. You get my point? Internet, telephone, and so many others. Are we together? So I want you to define by tomorrow. You come when you have a definition and example of each of these ones. You get my point? Definition and clear example of each of them. Tomorrow. You get it? Tomorrow? So, let us ask at this video conference. What is video conferencing? What do we use by video conferencing? What's the use of video conferencing? Okay. Only Zoom meetings. This one is used to, video conferencing is used to conduct live meetings and we Google Meet or lessons. In the evening we shall have a lesson if power stabilizes. Okay. It is stabilized at your place. When it stabilizes, we shall handle that. So, those are basically the main services. This one is different from users. What are the services do you give? You as a person. What are the services do you give to the public? Selling goods. Now, what are your users? When you provide the service of selling goods, you're used to gain the revenue, not so. Like you generate revenue. Get my point? So, users of internet, shopping, online shopping or e-commerce. You get research, e-learning, messaging or sending emails, that's communication. Access resources, that is entertainment. So many issues. Okay. So I want also to give me, when you come back, give me an example of this with the definition. Then after I also give users of in your sector, that is data entry, what will you use the internet for? Internet unagikozesa otya kubanga oba tomanyi ky'ogikozesa then you can't use it. If you don't know how to use it, it's used, then you can't use it. You always play games using these devices. So if you never know that internet can be used to play games, then you can't use it. Am I saying it? You should know that one of the function is for e-learning, then you can attend the e-learning lessons. Not so? Am I very clear? Are we clear? Are you on the same track? Or we give those users here, and then you only bring these ones. Users of internet, yeah? That is our online meetings. Entertainment, that's been mentioned, yeah. We have research. Yes. What we say. Social networking. Most of you are in social media platforms. Who doesn't have a social media platform? Who doesn't have a social media platform? Who doesn't have a social media platform? Do you have any social media platform? Which platform is that? You have Facebook. You used to chat something back using Facebook. Used to have that account. Why? Why? Because you send hello master, how is there? I take a long without visiting Facebook. You go there after a week, you find a message, you reply. You get it? Then someone send you a message, might think that you fail to reply him or but actually you take less time. When Facebook brought these things of connecting using the VPN and what have you, and the things I later use, so I had to give it a gap. When the government wants, we shall use it again. But nowadays I'm seeing it can connect even without a VPN. Nowadays it can connect. I don't know whether you get it. It can connect. Let me see here. Especially when you have the app. Those apps sometimes it connects. Okay. Sometimes I'm not saying that it connects. I don't want you to go and simply say it can connect. You get it? So we have emails. We use internet to communicate through emails. That's also another fact. We say research. We use it to conduct business. Use it to trade. Well, sometimes back I told you, how many times do you use your internet to sell your products? Even after talking about it, you never did that. Meaning you care less. Not so? She has what she said for today. She has, that I'm sure 100%. First of all, it grows your profiles. People start following you. You don't know what will happen after 10 years. You can end up opening up. People are having business when they don't have offices. Someone can come to your area, to your boutique, and takes photos of clothes, and then says that we are selling clothes. People buys, you send him money, he goes there, picks the clothes, and then he brings it to you. Then he pays him or her, and then he brings the clothes. There are many people that are doing online business when they don't have business. Am I deceiving? You find a person saying that I'm selling this computer. Actually, when you call him, say how much do you want? Do you have? Tell him the price, what? Then he said, you come. You sit there, he looks, you go, and then you know what you call kuiriba. Then he goes in kuiriba. Then after he comes back with it, then you pay. And those people have earned a lot of money in that lifestyle. You get my point? They have won or they have got a lot of money. So, we use the internet for trading. Second, information, the source of information. I said also, I talked about social networking. We have so many social media platforms. Use it for shopping. You have ever used any online shopping platform like Jumia, Gigi, Amazon? No one has ever used that. Pray for yourself. Because you have to use that. You have to save time in some issues. You get? You get my point? You get my point? Then you have what you call entertainment. On the internet, you find all forms of entertainment. Dances, comedy. Also, when you like to teach or not to learn, just because of entertainment. I might say you feel bored, you go open your TikTok or you open your YouTube. You can't access YouTube without any. I talked about e-commerce. E-commerce is different from shop. Shopping, you go, you order a certain product, you get. But e-commerce, then you are involved in a bit. You get. Then services, we use internet to provide services. Nowadays, people can book for services, pay, and then we give them their service. You get. Somewhere in Kenya, you provide the service easily. You get my point? Your job search. You can search for jobs online. Dating. Nowadays people get their partners over there. And then they last their relationship. You get my point? Education. There are so many books and other things, resources over the internet. You get? So, today let's stop there. You get? Do you have any question? Mailings. Why do you want to know exactly about mailings? Mailings, sending emails. You has never used an email. And you have a smartphone, you have never used an email. You send messages, you receive messages. Then emailings, when you have an organization, you can list emails and then you send periodic mails, updates and whatever. That's mailing list. You make a mailing list. Now for instance, I have a mailing list for my clients. Periodically I send them updates. We have this new offer. You see them in in your promotion or what emails. I have this, I have this, I have this. You get my point? You get it? Do you have any question concerning that? Hmm? Ask if you have.
When you were talking about the things needed to access the internet,
Yes.
about an operating system.
Operating system. Why do you want to know exactly about operating system?
I don't understand how it is involved in accessing.
Because, why is it involved? Simply because in internet, in computer usage, we have what we call operating, that is communicates between a computer and the user. Any computing device should have an operating system. You get my point? So operating is the platform that connects the user and the computer. Am I clear?
What is the difference between newsroom and chat room?
Newsroom, we access news, we access new information, we access, and we access news. When we talk about news, you understand. Local and mawulire. You get? Chatting, we use it just for chatting. WhatsApp is a chat app. So you have such kind of related. You get related platforms. Chatting is for chatting. Newsroom is for news. So that is that, not so? Okay, nice time.